pour me another. Pour up. Need some more drink. Hey, B Wiz, you ever lose your virginity yet, little bro? Or no? You still waiting? You could be 100. You could be 100. I'm not teasing though, bro. I'm not teasing. I'm just curious, cuz. That's all. Huh? All right, let me see what's going on. All right, I gotta leave this real quick for a second here, man. Get in the game.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Mm-hmm.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Colts have 10-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Moss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. That one goes for 24 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play call and right, establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by the Colts. Up and good. score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
This is my last game. I'm in the Madden game.
And
My last
Smith
game in the
not
Madden
bring
game.
it out, so it's a touchback.
We can spend some quality time. He's on the game, the mic, but I'm muted. Huh? Who?
First and 10 now for
The baby is?
Texans.
What do he call her? Muffin, I think he calls her.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
About fat people? Is she? I gotta see her.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to
He calls her Muffin.
This defense for the Colts, they were
Yeah.
very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
That's what he just said. He said my nieces came to visit me.
It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Fuck. Fuck.
Houston.
I'm in a big man game. Sorry, I'm coming.
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away.
The wings.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football.
How many did you order?
At the 20-yard line.
Huh? Because I'm hungry. How many did you order? Why don't you come eat with me? Huh?
The Indy offense
Oh, they
at the
definitely
line
keep
and
it
set
down.
to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to
Love
just
you.
add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to Taylor on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Come
And he'll
on.
be tackled at about the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by
I'm
the
hungry as
defensive
hell.
front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Seven, our score after 1.
I don't want to hear Pussy Theory.
Offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return
Huh?
for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mills. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Colts pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now for 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And this is caught. He hits more. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Mills now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a third and goal. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. They go play action now. Ryan. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Don't do that, man. Don't rain on my motherfucking parade while I'm turning up and doing what I'm doing. Don't do that.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground.
I'll see if there's any openings. I got you.
He'll be taken down after a short pickup. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go.
I think I got to play Smook's punk ass in the playoffs. This nigga keep beat.
As they begin the 2nd half, they have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And now the rookie's free. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Texans 17. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll come up now on second and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Ryan. And this one complete to Doolin. Touchdown! Ashton Doolin, 30 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by the Dolphin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Mills. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's caught inside the 35.
Wide open. How the fuck?
Houston. Chris Moore, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain move. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Ryan. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the middle.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Mills. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
He finds his man complete. That's Pierce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Mills. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, But the offensive line coach, plenty to say about this game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Moss, 72 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter. Extra point on McLaughlin is up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He's got Akins, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing, Mills. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, a lot of
Fuck up, Carvan. He's a bitch.
this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
Let's go. Okay, B-Wiz.
on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the